Hey everybody, it's Dr. Rumka coming to you from my office, and it's late. I don't know, what time is it? 9 o'clock. We've had a little bit of a plumbing issue, so I'm here still dealing with plumbers and things that are happening in my office. So any of you have dealt with the bathrooms in the past few days, I apologize. It's gotten much worse. I'm dealing with it. Thank you to Sam for being a total rock star today. So I just want to share something since I'm here and I'm exhausted and I can't actually read one more lab and figure one more hormone panel out. So I figure I can talk to you guys and make enough sense that, I got an email today and I got permission from this client. I'm going to be anonymous about it, but to post something, and I'll probably post the written email, but it just made my freaking day. I'm literally sitting here feeling like Rocky or whatever, this is why I do my job, it was awesome. And then as I'm dealing with that and I'm thinking about what this young woman has been through, then my blood is actually boiling and I'm actually getting more irritated and aggravated because I'm she suffered for 7 to 8 years with this and unnecessarily, and it was infuriating at what she's been told by her doctors and what she has gone through. I'm this wasn't even that hard. I'm kind of dumbfounded, to be honest. So I'm going to tell you a little backstory. So this is a 25-year-old woman, lovely as can be. So just got the whole life ahead of her, right? She was diagnosed in 2010 with ulcerative colitis. And so what kind of happened? At age 18, she got strep infection, strep throat, which led to then a MRSA infection, which then after that led to mono. She was bombarded and devastated with antibiotics to try and go in and kill all these things. Okay? Then, so that was 18 years old. So imagine boom, then boom, then boom. So pathogen, antibiotic, antibiotic. Okay? Then by 2010, she's was right about that, right after a year, she's having all these issues. So she's diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's an inflammatory bowel disease. Think of the word ulcerative. It's like ulcers and lots of gastrointestinal distress, lots of anxiety of dealing with where's the bathroom. So just for this woman to go to class, it's tremendous stress and anxiety. To drive to work, tremendous. Here's the toilet paper. Where's the bathrooms? Sometimes, having to stop. We just think, go to work. Well, what if you have one of these bowel disorders? You're trying to look for a bathroom maybe 3 or 4 times before you can get to work so you don't have a bowel movement disaster all over yourself going to work. Okay, it's not a simple ooh, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. It can be serious as far as what you're going through and the consequences of what can happen. So tremendous pain and discomfort and social anxiety and limitations as well. So you picture 19, 20, 21, trying to live your life, trying to go to school, trying to date, all of this kind of stuff, right? So she could do a better job of describing some of the pain and misery she was going through, okay? So here she comes into my office because one of her friends, I want to make sure I have everything here, was getting success, another young 24, 25-year-old with metabolic stuff. And he's I feel great. You got to go see her. Okay. So here you go. She's 25 years old. Again, 7 years, ulcerative colitis. She's going to all the gastroenterologists. She's doing everything the right way. She's not out partying. She's not out drinking. She's not out eating junk food and crap. She's doing all the good stuff, trying to live her best life. Doing all the drugs. She's on multiple immunosuppressant, Humira pen. She's on a med, I gotta look it up. It's a immunosuppressant chemotherapy drug. She's on steroids. She cycles on and off the steroids. And in 7 years, there's not a single gastroenterologist that put this girl in remission. Ever. No kind of weeks of remission. Never. Which is a little unusual with that amount of medications and steroids. Very resistant to recovering. She comes into me August 1st of 2017, okay? So I pulled up the whole thing. I'm I didn't even see her that much, right? August 3rd, 2 days later, I meet with her with a report of findings and have a plan and tell her what to do. I didn't even run a single lab. She brought the things in. We are absolutely confirmed. She's had tons of endoscopies and colonoscopies where they've had to use propofol and actually sedate her and all that kind of stuff. So she comes to see me August 3rd. I told her what to do, okay? And I sent her on her way. Here's the things, do the things. Buy these supplements, do these things. Here you go. Really wasn't rocket science, actually. Like, I cannot believe no one told her this. And actually, the part that's pissing me off is that the doctors just tell her, like, you're never going to get any better. This is how yours is. And I was like, what? And the first thing I'm pretty sure I swore. I'm pretty sure I said, so let me be real clear with you, Miss Ma'am. That's a bunch of bullshit. I said, you're going to get better, and we're going to get you better. Actually, watch, 4 to 6 weeks, you're not going to believe how good you feel. And she was like, okay, I'm ready for anything. I'm like, you'll see. So, August 27th, I check in, and she sends an email back. I'm going to read the August 27th email. So that is just a few weeks after. Like, I honestly can't believe, like, no doctors, I can't believe it. Hi, Dr. Rimka. I'm honestly doing and feeling incredible! ! I'm now off the steroids and I have no symptoms. I am in utter shock. I'm really working hard on a strict healthy greens and fish-based diet and starting to slowly incorporate more exercise since I'm feeling so great! ! I just joined a Pilates studio! ! I cannot wait until my upcoming appointment with you to further talk about optimizing my health! ! Thank you so much for your guidance, support, hope, and grace. That's a big word, grace. I love that she used that. I love that she felt that in my presence towards me and my health journey. Okay? That was that. So then she came in on September 7th for our follow-up meeting, right? So you don't have to usually come in like tons of millions, 8,000 times on a lot of these metabolic stuff if you just do what I say. So she came. Her boyfriend came with her, I remember, and they had like all great. And he's like, oh my God, she's so much better. Like, because you can't even imagine, unless you're dealing with one of these conditions, the amount of anxiety that goes with trying to manage yourself and go out with friends. And how do you go to a movie? And how do you explain this? And it's just too much. It's a big burden for young people to be dealing with these chronic health issues all the time. And a big thing they wanted to tell me was like that they went hiking. And she was so happy and like proud of herself and like relieved, and she's like, you know what a big deal that was? I could go hiking. And she said, I was a little nervous, but not even that much. Like, I just knew, like, because where's the bathroom, right? You don't understand like what that's like. So great. So I remember that. I'm just so happy for him. Like, oh my God, this is so great. I'm so great. So I'm like, you know, so basically she's like, I don't have any symptoms. Like, it's all gone. I'm like, okay, so that could be remission, whatever. So, but the big news that she had to say was like, here's the thing. So I go to my gastroenterologist for my follow-up, and I'm telling the GI doctor, she's telling him how great she feels. And basically, he just shamed her, criticized her, told her that can't be happening. This wasn't real. And you know what? Not only that, it's going to come back. So he actually was just like crushing and trying, devastating her. And thank God she had gotten to the point that she could hold herself up and was like, I don't think I need to see you anymore. And she came in, she's like, I'm not going back to him because I've never felt this good. And so instead of that doctor saying, what are you doing? Well, what did this doctor tell you to do? How is this happening? Can you teach me? Maybe I could call Dr. Rimka. Maybe she could tell me what she's doing, you know? No, none of that. Just told her she must be making it up. She must be incorrect. And it's definitely going to come back, and this isn't actually happening. So she's like, I'm never going back to him. Do you have a referral for me? I'm like, I don't. So if anybody knows some type of decent GI doctor, gastroenterologist, because I need to get her scoped. I mean, we need to still be doing endoscopies. I want to look, I'm basically like, oh no, I want to prove it. I want that all seen, and I want them to see that colon repaired once we have it all the way repaired. I want to track it. So I haven't seen her since then. I'm like, well, here's the situation. Keep doing what you're doing. This is what you need. This is how you can take care of yourself. If you want to come back in and, you know, you want to go further with this, we can, because there's still those, I'm still looking at dealing with that strep, with that MRSA and that Epstein-Barr virus from that mono. That stuff is still in there. We can go deeper down and going to kill everything and really clean her out. But she was coming to me for ulcerative colitis, symptom-free. It took a few weeks. Okay. a few weeks and didn't cost $18,000 million, people. It's not that complicated. So she just sent me, I just checked, she just sent me an email. It's like, okay, I want to come back in and like just really start optimizing my health. And, you know, do you have maybe a GI, you know, I haven't been back to the GI doctor. This is the email. I said, can I share this email? She was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, girl. So it made me so happy to read this email, but it's also pissing me off because why are doctors telling people they're broken and sick and ruined for life when they're not? They're not. Don't believe it. Here it is. Because I did check in. I'm like, how you doing? Because I check in on my people because I love them. Hi, Dr. Rimka. Thank you so much for checking in on me. I really appreciate it. I am doing fantastic, symptom-free, and living my best, most happiest life ever. Boom. I've decided to not see my GI doctor anymore. I am in search of a more holistic GI doctor. If you have any recommendations, I do not. I'm going to send her to a functional medicine doctor that I work with a lot. And I'm like, well, he and I can work together really well and like go deeper and darker into all of this. And hopefully he'll have some GI doctor that he can refer to get scoped when we need it. Continuing. I am currently in the process of leaving my job to work part-time so I can have more time to dedicate to taking my health to the next level. I would love to make another appointment, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, we're going to go over stuff. She's, you know, and she loves, you know, my Facebook Lives. But like, symptom-free, living my best, most happiest life ever, and she knew what she was doing there. Oh, what? Made my day. I was like all over this, like you have no idea. You know, you get the. I had another one coming today that was crazy, sick, stupid too. Like, oh my God, like you guys are making me lose it. But I mean, the thing about this is, she was told repeatedly, she was never going to get better. She was told over and over again, you're stuck with this your whole life. You're going to be on all these medications. You just got to learn to live with it. And when they come in and say, oh, then get more talk therapy or something. What? And nobody even, and then when she's better, you're going to come in there and try to like discourage her and put her down and not even inquire, well, what is she doing to get better? Oh my God, you guys. So just, I don't know, takeaway. You know, if you have some kind of doctor and they're negative and hopeless and all of that, you need to move on. And I'm not saying we all have all the answers for all the things. I had to tell somebody last week some stuff I didn't want to tell them. I really don't like when I'm like, this is going to be hard. You know, I don't know how much I can help. I can help. I don't know how much. You know, there are some things that are hard to come back from. Doesn't mean you can't make improvements. Doesn't mean, you know, all of that isn't going to be turned around. But I mean, how dare somebody tell an 18-year-old you're going to be stuck with this your entire life, and in 7 years you've done nothing? And then when somebody comes along and actually does something and this person is well, you aren't high-fiving them, you aren't congratulating them, you aren't saying, oh my gosh, can you help me? Because I'm sure they must have some other patients they aren't helping either. So anyway, there's that. Ulcerative colitis, 7 years of suffering, nonstop, no remission, multiple drugs, including chemo drugs, including steroids. What did I say? August 3rd to August 27th. I have no symptoms. September 7th. Oh my God, I'm doing all this new stuff, new job, hiking, blah, blah, blah. Follow up now to April. I'm living my best, most happiest, symptom-free life. I don't know, you guys. I'm over here going, it's not that hard. Why are people telling people they're broken and they can't be healed? Your body can do anything. You can come back from anything, any moment, any time. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe their bullshit that you're broken and you need something for the rest of your life, because you don't for the majority of the time. There's some other stuff. There's some big stuff that can happen, but you know, 7 years. So I can't wait to see her. I can't wait to hug her. I can't wait to hear all the things. But that was literally how many visits? 1, intake. 2, I'm telling you what I found. An email follow-up. An in-office meeting. And an email follow-up. You know, you guys, you can feel good again. Right? Feel good again. That's what it's about. I don't care what you got to do. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. I don't know. Do you want to feel good again? Join the party. Feel good again. Boom.